Do we start this with questions? Anyway, we had first day. We came together. We did that a little bit earlier than we had originally planned, and got the rookies incorporated, which I think was a good deal to get out here in shells before we pad up completely to get everybody together. Kind of what practice is all about. The other reason, again, is just for academics, so we can spend all afternoon tonight, today, after chapel today, that those guys can go spend on academics. So, anyway, it was a good day. It was better than, we have had a few. The first one was real good. Then we had a little bit of a lull. Now came back with a nice spark today, particularly on the offensive side, and much better on the defensive side. We've got to learn that we come out and just not try to get through practice, but to come out with a purpose and really get better when we're out here. And so we're still learning that with some of the guys. Questions?
You talked about, you really liked the offensive line yesterday. Could you talk a little more specifically about the rotation and experience, what you like about tackles and ends?
Well, out of all those guys, I think we have enough too deep depth in tackles and ends that as you look at it, you have those young guys, and right now you just kind of bring them along and say, maybe we don't plan on using those guys. So again, we're able to rotate those guys and keep each other fresh. And then once you add possibly Tank down in there and passing situations, you're going to have enough rotation to keep your guys fresh. And the biggest deal is just when we can't go, we're going to get somebody else in there. If we can keep rotating the entire game, then it's going to be pretty good. It's going to help us a ton.
Sorry. For a team that lost 3 receivers to the NFL draft, how suited do you think you are to fill in and have depth at those slots?
Well, those first couple games are going to be great for us as well. Getting experience and hopefully testing those guys out, the young guys, trying to get reps. But, yeah, are you totally comfortable? We'll get comfortable. And that's what it's about from here on out, is working the young guys in that we're going to have to work in. But we're particularly comfortable with that guy throwing the ball. We just have to protect him, and he'll put it in a spot where those guys can do at least get a chance to catch the darn thing. So, yeah, we're going to be comfortable with it. Yeah.
How did Terrell Williams do something for Highsmith today? And just kind of how some of those guys like he and Lake and Braylon Mitchell?
I really like Lake. Lake has progressed a bunch. Braylon Mitchell is getting better, playing with a better pad level, understanding a little bit more about the game. But I like what they've done, and just using an example, Matt Marshall's, he's gained a bunch of weight over the summer as well. So those guys are working hard at it. But losing Highsmith for a day or so, whatever it's going to be, we'll have to wait and see. Tweaking his ham, it's good for those other guys to step up and take some reps.
How is the Brandon Mitchell experiment progressing at receiver and?
Really well. It's good. Yeah. He didn't like really well. It was a long really. No, Brandon has been, you look at him and watching him go through individual drills, trying to split things up, he's really going to give us some help. And he's going to do a great job at catching the ball. It's a big target. He's very athletic, and it's just it's a hard body to fight through, that big body. So we love what we're seeing so far.
You also had Ronnie in that wide receiver.
Exactly.
A little bit. Having those two guys.
And Ronnie is athletic enough, like I said, that we're going to have to use him in some situations out there. Now, he's not spending near as much time down there working on it, but, we just kind of relay the route and say, hey, go run this. But he can give you a fresh set of legs and, again, a big body that can go in there and catch the ball. So you may see him start to be worked into a little bit more in that role as well.
How well did those young guys integrate into the practice today? Did they keep up? Were they a little slow? How did that go?
Their eyes are open. They're trying. Yeah, and that's why we wanted to get him in today prior to pads, get him in there in the shell and introduce him a little bit to the speed of it. So it's going to take him a day or two, but, we're just going to keep yelling at him and patting him on the tail and getting him going in the right direction.
So
Is tomorrow then the first day for full pads and contact, and is
Right.
still wait and see with Niall.
Yeah, we're still waiting on Niall. He looks awful good though. He looks awful fast. Yeah, first day of pads will be tomorrow.
Can you just comment on the fact that, I mean, every time, even when the whistle's blown, if he's got the ball, he's gonna go another 40 yards across.
Well, and we try to stress that with all of our guys, not only but the running backs, but the wideouts. You know, and I think you see like a young guy with Nate Holmes. He's picking up on that and sprinting and running. And again, that's nothing more than getting better. Stay in shape. Learn to score on every play. And Niall knows that. It's teaching those other guys that as well. So we try to instill that in all of our guys.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, guys.
You make up